Hi everybody, welcome back. This is my completed build for the 2021 Halloween group build hosted by Russ at Russel Model Cars. I did the Polar Light Snap Kit Ghostbusters Ecto-1. I started off by getting the main parts in primer. Got the body here in Rust-Oleum 2X white primer and the interior in the gray primer, but I'll do the seats in black though and do some detail painting. I got the chassis in black primer and these other parts here, white, black, and gray as well. So on with the detail painting. Well, for the last couple of days I've been brush painting craft paint on these parts to detail paint them. I've got the tires pressed together. I've painted the interior of the car with a gray primer, and then I've just brushed on some flat black on the floor and some gloss black or satin black on the seats. And using Sharpie markers, I've colored some of the buttons and dials on there. I've just hand painted the trim for the luggage carrier, the equipment carrier rack here. It doesn't come with a lot of decals, just the stripes and the ghost symbols for the doors. So I've had to hand paint on here the stripes and so on the antenna thing here. I've hand painted the blue on these. I've just created the colors on these and hand painted them with the craft paints. Just hand painted some tin and gunmetal on the chassis. I'm going to probably weather that up a little bit. So that took a little bit of time, but it was fun to do, and it's starting to come together now. As well, on the chrome tree, I've managed to paint the translucent blue on the spotlights for the front of the car and some translucent red on the brake lights. I've used a white pearl craft acrylic for the rear lights here and for the headlights because they're chrome, just part of the chrome bumpers. I just didn't want a solid chrome on there. Also red on the translucent red here on this spotlight. I still have to do the clear in the blue and silver, the clear glass part that goes over the roof lights. I've got all the detail painting done on these parts. I got the roof rack, equipment rack here pretty well loaded up and detail painted. And the other parts here, ladder and the hoses and the lights. I've got the tail fins painted and chromed. I've got the side fin on here on the car. I painted that with the airbrush. Molotow marker on the chrome on the fenders and the door handles. And a silver Sharpie around the windows. Did the window trims just in that. Got the roof lights done in silver and translucent blue, and I've got a little bit of fogging on the windows. I used some of the Tamiya smoke airbrushed on just lightly. It's hard to tell when it was spraying it on, but just I didn't want it too dark, so it's just kind of fogged a bit. So I think that's going to suit pretty well, and now I'm ready to start pushing all these parts together. Well, the build is almost completed. Just one more piece to put on is the antenna here. They give you a pretty thick piece of plastic for the antenna, so I cut that off. I just took the spring mount on the bottom and painted it silver, a little piece of glue on there, and I attached a wire, cut the plastic part off and attached an actual wire on there so it would be more in scale. So I just have to pop that into the front fender there. Well, here's the completed build. Everything fit together pretty well. I had to clean up some of the attachment points because of the paint on them. And everything snapped together well. I got my fins painted on, the chrome trim, Got all the detail painting that I wanted to do. Got the decals on. There's only the decals for the 3 Ghostbusters and the license plates, and then there was 4 little hubcap decals, and that was it. I painted, of course, the red on the fins, so it would be on both sides. Came out nice. So I'm well pleased with that. Take a little look at the underneath, a little bit of weathering on it. You can tell it's been around the block a few times. It's not a shiny paint job, it's sort of a satin finish, which I think suits the vehicle better. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned.